hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He finds his man complete. That's Fisher. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, it's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Herbert back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, Justin Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. In motion right is Johnston. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air. And that's not ideal for anyone on defense, because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. And he'll go down. Brought down the 20-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on fourth down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on fourth down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week?
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Duvernay in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Ravens nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Comey tricks right. Hey, Ray. Hey, Kappa.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Go.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Hey, go Lion.
Back to throw here, Herbert. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Fisher. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Herbert now. He finds his man complete. It's Fisher.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll try again.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Ravens nothing.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever.
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give right side. Fisher.
Now he's loose again. How about this? And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Go line. Opie. Let's go. Set.
Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left.
And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Eckler now between the tackles. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the Chargers' 8-yard line.
You at X. You at X.
Throwing is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here? And now here is another interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens 34-yard line.
Go.
Now it's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hey, ram. Crowd right. Let's go. Ready.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
47-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jackson. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Fisher. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Fisher.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Baylor Tiger.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Report.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
This is swung out to Eckler.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Hey.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Go. Hey. Hey, middle. Get on.
4th down, here's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Evan Ingram, 30 yards.
And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Ram. Home troops right. Crowd right.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
98 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. It's Herbert going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15.
A big play there for L.A. 62 yards.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Chargers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And quickly they get to the line.
26 yards. That's good.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Fisher. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st down, Fisher. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Fisher. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Fisher. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st down, Chargers.
On the option right, Herbert. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Fisher. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down now, it's Fisher. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
21.
Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is hit.
And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone, pushing his way through. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
They only get 5 out of that quick slam, but that's good enough for a first. Throwing is Jackson. That's
It's caught. It's Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch, as that play good for 30 and a first. To throw again is Jackson. He targets Ingram for another grab. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last, and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
13.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown the point after, but of little consequence in the ending, as this one's now over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover.